All right, let's talk about something that can literally make or break any project, any company really, and that's hiring. It sounds so straightforward, doesn't it? But finding the right person for the job is a skill, a real art. So today, we're going to break down a guide to help you find that perfect fit every single time.
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? The one that keeps managers up at night. It's not just about filling an empty chair. It's about finding that one person who's going to elevate the entire team. So what's the secret sauce? How do we get it right?
Okay, first things first. Let's really get our heads around why this is such a massive deal. Why is this one decision so incredibly critical? Well, it all boils down to the power of one person.
You know, you can have all the best tools, the slickest processes, the most detailed plans, but study after study shows that the single biggest variable in how well a project turns out is just the difference in performance between individuals. One great person can have more impact than pretty much any other factor.
And this idea isn't new. This isn't some hot new management fad. For over a century, thinkers have been saying that finding the right person is the absolute foundation of good management. It's the building block everything else rests on. Get that wrong and the whole thing can crumble.
So if everyone agrees this is so important, why do so many people get it wrong? Well, it's because the whole recruitment process is just loaded with challenges and traps that are really easy to fall into.
We've all seen this, right? A resume or a CV lands on your desk and it looks perfect. It checks all the right boxes, has all the right experience. The person seems great in the interview. But here's the biggest mistake you can make: hiring someone who is technically eligible but just isn't the appropriate fit for what the role really needs.
And this is the key. At the end of the day, who's responsible for navigating all these risks? The project manager. You're the one building your team. The team's success starts with the decisions you make right here in the hiring process. So how do we avoid those traps? How do we make the right call? You can't just wing it. You need a system, a clear, repeatable strategy that helps you cut through all the noise and find the person who's actually the best.
And here it is, a 6-step strategy that'll guide you through the whole thing, from the very beginning all the way to making that final call. If you follow these steps, you build a structure that keeps you from making those common mistakes. So let's zoom in on those first two, because they're the foundation for everything else. Step 1, the job specification. I mean, think about it. How can you possibly find the right person if you haven't really defined the job itself? And I'm not just talking about a title. I mean, what will this person actually do every single day? What are their real responsibilities? You have to get specific.
Okay, so once you've nailed down the what, now it's time for the who. That's step 2, the job holder profile. This goes way beyond just a list of technical skills. We're talking about qualities, characteristics, what kind of person is going to thrive in this specific role on your specific team. This profile becomes your guidepost.
All right, so those first 2 steps are all about preparation, and they are absolutely crucial. But as you move on to recruiting people, looking at their CVs and interviewing them, you have to keep your eye on the real prize. What are you actually looking for here?
And this right here might be the most important idea in this entire explainer. Your goal isn't just to play a game of resume bingo, matching keywords to a job description. The real goal is to find actual talent, raw ability. You can almost always train someone to fill in a few gaps in their experience, but you can't train them to have talent.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. The next time you have a job to fill, ask yourself, are you hiring for a resume or are you hiring for talent? Because honestly, the answer to that question will change everything.